Hey, it's Billy from Twin, and we're back in the studio working at the Speed of Thought album project. We're now on track 2. Thank you so much for all your support on the first episode. So pleased that you're enjoying the song, that it's connecting with you. We had a lot of fun making Life Will Go On. So I put up a question on our story, which was like, what would you like us to focus episode 2 on? And a lot of you came back with saying mixing, that you wanted to focus this episode around mixing. So I'm going to show you how I go about mixing the track. We're going to mix it fast, because that's what this project is all about.
Before recording, I'm going to start by refreshing with a morning swim.
Has only begun. I'm feeling better, and I don't regret you. You taught me all that I knew, and I'm stronger for what we went through.
So it's day 3 in the studio. We finished the last track yesterday, and I'm going to get started with the next song. So track 2. And I've been playing around with this guitar riff idea that I want to build on. So yeah, come with me and check out what I've been working on. So I'm going to go into the Vox amp AC30, an absolute staple in guitar rock history. It's my live kind of go-to amp, although I use it like a little AC15 live because it's a bit more portable than that. So this one's the studio amp. I'm going to be going for quite a driven sound for this riff. And I think it's suited for this telly.
When your fans come to see you play, what do you want them to feel?
I want them to feel happy, joyful, emotional. I want it to be a roller coaster. Energy, blood, sweat and tears. I want them to leave their problems at the door and just, yeah, be released.
The amp's warmed up. That's kind of the riff. Let's start getting it into. Let's start recording it. Is the next step. Audio track. Yeah, 29. Track 2. Tend to call the audio tracks after the guitar I'm using, because when I go back to old sessions, I have no idea what I was playing on the song. So it helps to know that I was using this guitar for this riff. See, I haven't used it in a minute. Metronome. Need to get a tempo for the track. That's already too fast. 95. Could be a bit slower again, probably 90. Nice. So it also helps to add like a drum track, I find, and then I just use like a shaker. Helps keep time to like a more natural like rhythm compared to just a click track. Cool. That's the guitar in. So usually after guitar I'll start adding bass, but I think this actually needs some drums, some sense of rhythm behind that riff, so then I can really lock in on the bass guitar. So I actually downloaded a new sample pack. Let's see if this works just straight off the bat. Tight and punchy. Just a tiny bit less makeup. Yeah, I just think now that I think that's going to be our chorus. So yeah, I think that's our chorus, but it needs a verse. I love the drum groove though, like just continuing. So I think let's just jump back in on this. Doesn't need to do much, but just something in that verse. Just going around. A bit more like telephone-y key. Right, I think we're ready for the bass guitar. So I'm gonna bring up the bass. Got like a trusty Jag bass here that sounds pretty good on everything. It's pretty punchy, it's pretty versatile, so next step is bass. Here's the bass. It's a versatile bad boy. Gets played a lot live. Kind of use this basic bass pro because it sounds clean. Let's drop it in. Yeah, it needs a bit of tidying up, but that can come in the mix and later anyway. But that could be cool, and I'm just hearing like it kind of gets verbed out maybe. Might be a cool feature just for the start. So you get hit by the riff, and then it just disappears into the verb, and then comes back when the drums hit for the chorus. Yeah, I quite like that. So yeah, it's taking shape now. I'm gonna go straight in and jump into some vocals, see what comes naturally.
Been caught out, been knocked out, been caught out. Oh, been caught out, been lost out.
Got like a lyric note in my phone, and it's just album song names. I made it when I was at school, and it was like any good words, lines I was hearing, I just note down in my phone. So when I'm looking for lyrics, that's the first place I go to. Love that lead into the chorus actually. Instead of coming down, go up. A bit more up there. Something different on the second line.
Open my eyes, turn out the lights. Open my eyes, turn out the lights.
Yeah, it's cool. I like the way it sounds through this mic, and you're like lost in this feeling, missing someone.
All I need is your body, and I'll be fine for the night. Open my eyes, turn out
So we have vocals for a verse and a chorus down now. We just need the guys to get here, so when Ian gets back from work we'll be laying down the drums and getting some Mark guitars on this one. Right, it's meal time in the studio and this is what we're rocking. Big Bingham's.
The most important part of the process. Oh, this one.
What about you, Ian? If you were to do an Olympic sport, what would you excel at?
To be fair, long jump. Long jump.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon if I'd have started doing it from like the age of 4.
Was it your sport in school?
No, never done it, that's what I mean. Never done it.
Sounds pretty grand.
Sounds pretty sick, that.
It's good though, yeah.
Your snare sound like Timbali.
Yeah, if we crank a metal snare,
Right.
it will sound...
Not good.
That would sound good. Timbali's good. Just that doesn't sound like a timbali.
Lost in time. Got me rocking line, seeing sign.
We've got Mark in the studio laying down some lead guitars on this track. Let's go.
I think I probably started my first band, or like the first band drum was like 2010. And at the time, people were just like coming out of the whole MySpace thing, which was the start of the, becoming famous thanks to internet. Then it was more like Facebook kind of thing. I mean, since I started music, it was like always on internet because I'm only 29. I'm only 29, and I don't know, music has been on the web since like the early 2000s, I think. So it's just that thing of like becoming a TikTok big thing before being a musician. I'm not really a huge fan of that, but I guess you have to live with your time.
And I'm about to mix track 2. Follow me in the studio and see how I mix this track. And it's kind of the process that I apply to all the tracks. I work much quicker when I can visually see like a kind of checklist to save time and energy. So we are doing track 2, which is Open My Eyes. And yeah, we're just gonna tick off everything as and when we do it. So tend to go in that order, so I'm going to start by mixing the drums. So we've got a wicked, like, Travis Barker. I was going to say Travis Scott, but not Travis Scott, Travis Barker. So we've got a wicked Travis Barker drum sample here, which just sounds so good on its own anyway. So I've put all the drums and percussion into one drum bus. And I've literally just got a bit of an EQ going on the drums at the moment, just removing this like kind of ping at 2K, which which you can hear there. So I've just kind of notched that out of the EQ, and then maybe boost a little bit of the bottom, bit of the low end. And then I tend to do the same kind of EQ and compression with any percussion stuff. So, like with this tambourine track, we've got tambourine, woodblock, some shaker here. Crank up these highs a bit there, so you just hear a bit more clarity. Depends what sound I'm going for, but with the compressor, I'm just looking to just get it notching. With the crashing. Just going to bring down our drum bass. Tend to go for -6 on drums, and then I build all the levels up from there, just to give myself the maximum headroom, so then I can really push it in the master. There's not much wrong with that bass sound. Going through the decapitator just for a bit of edge, bit of push, bit of distortion, natural breakup. We've again got this kind of Sound Toys bass amp preset going on, and a bit of chorus to give it some width, which is quite a nice effect to do in bass sometimes when you're not working with much. Level wise, I'm looking for the kick drum and the bass to be matching in level wise, volume wise. Bass and drums are sounding nice together now, so let's add the guitars into the mix. We've got this main guitar. We're using 3 guitar plug-in processors from Logic. We've got a Vox sound going on and a Marshall sound going on. I really like the vibe that it has. And this was just the standard British Invasion Logic sound. Let's check this last chorus, because we've got some lead guitars that we wanted to reference, kind of Chili Peppers. Mark loves the Chili Peppers as well, so we've got this super funk groove in the verse, and then the last chorus comes in with these little kind of lead parts, single notes. These ones. I feel like we could push those a little bit more again. All together. Cool. Let's tick off the keys. And then I'm going to go to effects next, because I've got this effects bus here, and set an auto pan, so it just goes from left speaker to right speaker, so when you're listening in headphones to this track, you will hear that effect. We've thrown a ping pong echo delay on it, so that's where it's bouncing left and right, and I've automated that as well. Then the first chorus just hits you. But we want to EQ this out a bit because it's got no EQ on it. So that's our effects channel done. They're sounding nice. They're in the mix. What do you think my keys sound? Yeah, so... And there we go. That's pretty much everything that we want in the track explained in the mix. We can tick off the last 2 things. So we've done the vocals and the effects. And that is the mix for Open My Eyes complete. I'm just going to listen back to the whole thing just to check, but I'm feeling pretty happy with the mix, and it doesn't take too long either, which is always a bonus. So. But yeah, just to double check and make sure that I'm happy with this mix, I am going to reference it, and what I normally do is literally do a bounce of my mix, then go to my car, because I feel like most people are going to listen to it in speakers that are not studio speakers, like studio monitors. They're going to be listening through their phone, through headphones in their car, if they listen to it at all. So I want to check that this mix is sounding good. So I'm going to balance it out, and then I'm going to go and sit in my car to check it. And then if I like it, I'll master it. If I don't like it, I'll change something, check it, and master it. Okay, so we're in my car. I should just have received the email from the studio of the mix. Here we go. Let's reference.